Hi, my name is Adi, and I'm a software engineer at Amazon. And I've come to understand that a lot of CS concepts seem a lot harder than they actually are. So in this video, I'm going to try to explain to you how I wish hard drives, SSDs, basically non-volatile storage was explained to me. Essentially, non-volatile storage is storage of data that doesn't disappear when you turn off your computer, unlike memory or volatile storage. It can be broken down into three terms of SSDs, hard drives, and then flash ROM. You don't really have to worry about flash ROM. It's essentially like the BIOS or the little amount of code and information that's inside your motherchip itself or motherboard, and the chips like that. Like you don't really have to worry about them. They're read-only memory. Nowadays, you can flash into them and like change that too, but you'll never interact with it as for most software engineers. Now, hard drives, that's essentially like how storage used to work for like the longest time. It would just be disks moving around and then literally a rotating arm that would move up and down, move across the disk and read that data. So you had mechanical parts that could easily break, but it was cheap. It could store a lot of information. And so you could have like 5 terabyte hard drives because it was cheap and you could just pack them all in. But then almost all of the personal computing industry moved to SSDs, which essentially what they do is they take a large amount of voltage and then they like push that voltage in and then they take that electricity, those electrons, and they push them into an insulated layer that basically indicates a one. And then if they want to get rid of it, they push more voltage in and that turns it into a zero. And so that's a lot more expensive, but there is no moving parts. It's instant access nearly. And so what you end up getting is a lot faster of a hard drive or a lot faster of non-volatile storage. And so most personal computing laptops like MacBooks have moved that way. But if you're like in a server and you're trying to have like 25 terabytes or more so like 25 petabytes, you're going to go to hard drives. Or you might go like a little more historic and go to magnetic tapes, which were like those really long like reels from like IBM. But really, non-volatile storage isn't that complicated. It's just a way for you to store data when your computer turns off. Your memory works with it using virtual memory so that all your software programs, they don't actually ever interact with the like hard drives, SSDs. They always think all their data is in the memory and the memory figures out how to access it from the hard drive or the SSD and bring it back into the RAM. And then all you really need to know is that like SSDs are going to be faster than hard drives. Flash ROM you'll never interact with, and it's like a comparison of basically cost and the amount of information you really do need to store. That's all.